Hey guys, it's Angie. Today I'm going to be doing my fall favorites. I have been failing at these favorites videos monthly. It just seems like every time a month ends I'm busy doing stuff. Like last month I was so busy doing like howling tutorials and all that stuff, editing my little fingers off. But I tend to forget to do favorites videos. So I'm going to do like a collective, my favorite products for fall that I've been using and loving, and share them with you. So that was probably not a sentence and made no sense, but yeah. That's the way I roll. I'm going to start off with some hair stuff. I don't really give a lot of love to hair things, hair products. I don't really buy a lot of hair products. There's a couple that I've just been using for probably the past year that it just works for me and I just continue to use because they work for me and I don't want to try anything else. This first product is by Schwarzkopf and it's called Got To Be Crazy Sleek. It is a flat iron and blow dry lotion. Basically just a heat protectant for your hair. I use this every time I get out of the shower and I know I'm going to blow dry my hair. It smells amazing and I can definitely tell a difference between the texture of my hair if I don't use this and, you know, when I use this. There's a total difference in the way my hair feels and the way it blow dries and everything else. So I love this. Got To Be. And I found this at Walgreens. Yeah, Walgreens. It's orange. This next product is a volumizing mousse from TreSemme. It's from their Thermal Creations line, which is, it claims that it works with heat to kind of volumize your hair and whatnot. I don't necessarily notice a huge volumizing factor. I have noticed that when I use it, my hair doesn't get as oily as quickly, especially if I put it just a tiny bit in like the roots of my hair. Usually I can go a day without this and my hair will look like Pigpen had a party in my hair, but if I use this the next day, it's still nice, it's still wearable, I can still go out in the public and not look dirty. It does give me a little bit of volume. My hair is very fine, but it's heavy, so you know, I don't ever expect anything to give me volume unless I got a perm, so I like this though. As for the conditioner I've been using this 3 Minute Miracle from Aussie, which is awesome. It's very inexpensive. You can find this lots of different places. I think I picked this up at Walmart for like less than $3. And you get 8 fluid ounces. This didn't last me very long, honestly, maybe a couple of weeks, because I tend to do this every time I take a shower. Every time I shampoo my hair, I tend to use this, especially if my hair is feeling really dry and damaged, like it does in the winter. So definitely check this out, try it out. It's worth $3 to just check it out and see if it works for you, but I love it and it smells great too. Now on to a jewelry item that I've been loving. I found this seller on Etsy that makes the customized name necklaces in like silver. I think they do it in gold too, I'm not sure. But you can tell them whatever you want on a necklace. You can say, I want, you know, I love big booties on a necklace, and they will make it for you. But I decided to get one that says goldiestarling because YouTube is such a huge part of my life. And I love kind of the concept of having that immortalized in silver. I don't know. I really just wanted that. I thought it was really cool. And there it is. I wear it a lot. Can't really sleep with it because it tends to poke you. But every time I wear it, like out in public or, you know, people see me, they're like, that's really cool. And they want to know where I got it. They want to know what goldiestarling is. Because a lot of people in my real life don't know that I do this. But I love this necklace. I think it's fantastic. This one is the double thickness because it is a longer word. There are more letters. So I had to get the double thickness, which is a little more expensive. But if you wanted like a name or something like that, it's a lot cheaper. And they're silver, and I will put the link to this below. And I'll put it right here too because, you know, I mean, I can't remember the name of the seller right now, but I did get it from Etsy. And it did take 2 weeks to get, which was kind of a long time, but you do have to realize they customize these and, you know, make them as you order them. So, love it. Let's move on to makeup, shall we? I've been loving these Glossaholic lip glosses from Hard Candy, and I have 4 of them. I found these at Walmart. They were $6 a piece, which is awesome. And they're actually a gloss that I really, really love. So here they are. Let me hold them up to the camera. You can see they have these flaky particles in them. They remind me of the flaky polishes that you can buy that are so hot and ready to go now. Everybody wants the flaky polishes. But these have those beautiful flecks of larger particles in them. Like glittery, iridescent, beautifulness. I don't even know how to describe them. I've never seen anything like them. Love them, love them, love them a lot. The one thing I don't like about these is when you open them and you try to push it back in, they just push out. It's like a pressure problem going on. But let me show you the colors that I have. Let's do some swatches. The applicator on these is humongous as well, which is kind of cool, but kind of like hard to get to the tinier crevices of your face. Not that you want this on your face, you just want it on your lips. But here are the swatches. This is Fireball, this is Fairy, this is the Vanilla, and this is Gorgeous. And I think they are beautiful. Really pretty, really cool. Another lipstick I've been liking is this Romance from Covergirl. It looks like this, and it's just a really nice everyday kind of pink. Peachy, not really peachy, but it's kind of a metallic-y, mauve-y pink. I like this and wear this a lot. See it right here. These are pretty moisturizing as well. My lips don't feel really dried out like they do with most matte lipsticks, but I like the formula of this as well, and it lasts a pretty long time. Next up, I've been using this Maybelline Lots of Lashes Great Lash, and this is kind of a new, not necessarily, it might be a new formulation, I'm not sure, but the Great Lash has changed its brush. It looks like that. Let me do it up here. Looks like this. I don't necessarily like this for my top lashes, but I love it for my bottom because the brush is so small. You can really get in there and wiggle that product onto your lashes. It leaves a really nice result. So I like this one from Maybelline, and it's the Great Lash Lots of Lashes. So, new brush. Speaking of brushes, I have been using these brushes a ton this fall. The first one is from the Sedona Lace Vortex Kit, and it's the Tulip Contour Brush. I mentioned in the video that I did the review of these, which I'll put the review below if you want to see that. But the review of these, this has been my go-to contour brush since I found it, since I've tried it, since I've used it. I love the shape of it. I love how easy it is to contour and blend out your product. And it's just an amazing brush. And this one is kind of shaped the same way, but it's an eyeshadow brush. And it's from Sonia Kashuk. I think it's their blending crease brush. I'm not sure of the name. But I love the handle of these. They're very ergonomic and good for, you know, holding for your finger. Good for your fingers. And good for your eyes. You can blend out like really, really well with this. This brush, it's kind of got this tapered point to it, and it blends out eyeshadow beautifully. It is bigger for like smaller eyelids. I wouldn't, you know, recommend this unless you want to do like a wash of color. It's also great for setting concealer and setting like the concealer around your nose and stuff. I love this brush. I have two of them now, and I think there's probably going to be a third in my future. The eyeliner that I've been loving this fall has been the Liquif'eye from Milani Metallic Eyeliner Pencil in 01 Black. 01 Black. This is amazing. Let me just... That is freaking amazing. It's super black, super awesome. I've been using this in my waterline and setting it with a black eyeshadow. It lasts fairly long. It's one of the longer lasting ones on me at least. And I love the intensity of the color. And they're fairly inexpensive as well. So I really, really like Milani. It's probably one of my favorite drugstore brands, honestly, other than the Wet n Wild. So love that. One of my favorite palettes that I've been using for a very, very long time, and I've mentioned it in other videos, is the Comfort Zone palette from Wet n Wild. This is perfect for fall. All these shadows are metallic, which is the only downside. I do have to kind of sometimes go hunt for another matte shadow or something to go with it. But I love these colors. I think they're perfect for doing kind of a smoky eye, or just, you know, doing especially this color right here. I will sweep that on my lid and be done for the day. Be done with my makeup. So I like that color a lot, and I really like the brown as well. And this is like a dupe for Club eyeshadow. It kind of reflects a green teal and it's brown, but this palette's awesome. $5. Awesome. You can't really... It's awesome. Another palette that I've been using lately has been the Tarte for True Blood palette. This is a fairly new purchase for me, and I apologize for this. I got in a little fight with the glue gun, and the glue gun won. But this is the palette. I like it a lot, and there are 17 eyeshadows in here for $52. You also get a mascara and a primer. Pretty good deal, in my opinion, especially if you never tried Tarte and want to try it out. But here are the colors. Kind of nice, neutral, everyday colors, and some of the eyeshadows stink. Some of them are awesome, but I like them so far. And I do have a review on this, which I will place the link on the corset if you want to watch it. You can click right here, or you can find it in the more info bar underneath, but that's the Tarte True Blood palette. Gonna finish off with some skincare products. I have been getting really dry patches lately. I'm usually super oily, so I don't know what's going on. I guess it's just the dry heat from like the heating system and stuff. But lately I've been using Philosophy's When Hope Is Not Enough, which is a replenishing cream in a jar. You get 2 ounces in this jar. And can you see how much I love this stuff? I use this every night before I go to bed. And I'll do it like an hour before so it can kind of absorb and everything. And so it doesn't feel like my face is stuck to a pillow because of moisturizer. But I really like this. When I wake up in the morning, my skin just looks very moisturized, very supple. Supple. I love that word, supple. But I've had great success with this. I love this, and that is why it is in my favorites video. And finally, my favorite eye cream that I've been using lately is Benefit's It's Potent Eye Cream. It's the cutest little package, looks like cork, and it's a glass jar. You get 0.5 ounces. It says it's going to brighten your eyes and fade dark circles. Doesn't really happen. I do like the moisturizing that it does give me though. And here it is, consistency. It's very creamy. It absorbs quickly into the eye area, and I like it. So, and it doesn't burn my eyes, which is awesome because a lot of stuff does, because I have sensitive eyes. And yeah. Alright guys, that wraps up this fall favorites video. I apologize for not being consistent with these. I will try my best to do kind of a winter favorites maybe, kind of stuff that I've been using in the winter as I go along. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.